Welcome you back to my channel. And in this video, I want to explain to you guys a simple support and resistance strategy that you guys can utilize according to how the banks trade. All right, let's jump into it. So as you guys notice, we're on CAD JPY and we're currently on a weekly time frame. But if you notice, our prices on the side, they're all in whole numbers. One other thing that you might notice is that these are in increments of 4. So usually whenever you're on the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame will give you breadcrumbs as to where the support and resistance areas actually are. So for example, let's just say if we just start with 100, for example, we're going to use the line tool and let's just plot this line tool on 100. Okay, and we'll notate this as 100. If you notice in this area, we have price action that's respecting this 100 area. Now, some of you may know, a lot of you may know, some may not know. Price don't always actually respect a price. It respects an area. So whenever you're looking for support and resistance, think about zones. So we can look at this as a zone as well, where we can actually come here and we can plot a zone here. Okay. Let's change this possibly to, let's change it to a light gray box. There we go. Let's just say a light gray box. Now let's change that to blue. Light blue box. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have 100. So the next area that we have on here, since they're in increments of 4, let's go ahead and look at 96. Let's plot it here. Okay, we'll do 92. And we're just literally following the numbers that the weekly time frame is actually giving us. Let's go ahead and do 88. And we'll do one more. We'll do 84. Okay, so now that we have these areas on here, let's go ahead and drop to the daily time frame. Okay, if you will notice on the daily time frame that we have some additional numbers in between the areas in which we've plotted. So each time frame that you go down, that's when you'll start to see more. You'll start to see more and more numbers. Okay. So from a daily perspective, if we look at this, we'll notice that we have, let's see, 96, 94, 92. So let's just actually see how many pips is from this 92 to 96. Since it's 4, this should be around 400 pips or so. As you can see, that's about 400 pips. Now, of course, it'll take a while for this to actually get up here because we can see this is a daily time frame. So one of the things we want to do, let's drop to the 4-hour to look at some more prices and what it'll give us. Okay, so as we're looking at this 4-hour time frame, we can tell that price is actually respecting other levels in between here. So what we can do, we can start to look at other levels to plot some areas for support and resistance and actually trade 100 pips at a time. So let's just say if we looked at 90, if we use the horizontal ray, plotted it here, okay, and let's just say from 90 to 91, that's the area in which we're looking to actually trade. So let's just say if we put another horizontal ray at 91. As I'm plotting these levels, you guys can actually see that price is actually respecting these different levels. So let's just say if we did a bar replay and we took price off somewhere in this area here, okay? And let's just say we notice in the past that price is respecting these areas, okay? So let's just say price came down and it planted right here on 90. And from here, we start to see these different levels, 90.100, 200, 300, 400, so on and so forth. But you'll notice that you have a 90.5. So whenever you get to the 0.500s and things like that, that is considered to be a mid-level. Mid-levels are respected as well. You also have quarter levels, but we're not necessarily going to get into that. Quarter levels would be like your 250s, your 750s, and things like that. Okay, but let's just look at price. Let's go ahead and play price. So as we can see, price dropped down up under this level. It gave us a retest because it closed above this 90 level. What did it do? It gave us a bullish engulfing. Now, one of the things I want you guys to understand about price action, whenever you get a bullish engulfing on a smaller time frame, that's pretty much a break of structure on a smaller time frame. And whenever you have a break of structure, you're always going to have a retest. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at the next candle. Okay, we can see that on a bigger time frame, we're starting to get a pullback. So what we can do, we can pull out our Fibonacci tool. And for those who don't know about Fibonacci, I'll actually put a, there should be a video that comes up right here that you can actually click on to check out our Fibonacci video. Okay, so let's just say we throw our Fibonacci tool on. You can see that price is starting to retrace. And what do we want? We want price to retrace within our golden zone, 50% or more. Okay, so now let's drop to the 1 hour time frame. Pretty much just doing top-down analysis, going from level to level. Okay, now we want it to be, like we said, in this 50% range. Now, one thing that we notice, because we want to ask ourselves, where is price going to retrace to? If you notice, we have an imbalance in this area here. And for those who don't know about imbalances, if you click on the link that's posting right now, you'll see how to trade imbalances. So basically what an imbalance is, it's an inefficiency, which means that this candle or any other candles on the left side of this main candle here has not closed. So there's a gap in between here. You can see that this is not closed between these two candles. So as you can see, price up here, and you can see price here. So we have an inefficiency, and so price wants to come back to actually close this gap. Okay, so since we see this inefficiency here, let's go ahead and play price and see what it does. You can see price literally came back perfect to close this area here. Okay, but what we want to do, let's go ahead and bar replay this one more time and remove this candle here. Let's drop it to the 15 minute to actually look at price on the 15. So we can see that it's coming down. We have a stop right here. So as you can see, it closed out this inefficiency, which was this box right here. And what did it do? On our Fibonacci tool, it's given us more than 50% within our golden zone. Remove our Fibonacci tool. We can break it down to either the 5 or the 1 minute to hone in on a sniper entry. Okay, so let's check this out. As you can see, price is coming up. It's giving us a bullish engulfing, which has engulfed this area here. Okay, let's look at the next candle. Okay, remember, no matter what time frame we're on, you get a retest, which is this candle here. Coming down for the retest to retest this engulfing candle here. Let's make this a little bigger, because what you could have done, you could have thrown a Fibonacci on this as well. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong tool. Fibonacci on this to see if we'll get 50%, and there it is right there. We got more than 50%. From here, there's your entry. Take an entry right here, stop loss under this price action here. And where do we want our TP to be? The next level, which is actually going to be, let's go to the 15 minute. We actually want to ride this up to 91, which is our next bank level that we want to be at. All right, so now let's just go ahead and let's go to the 30 minute. Now let's go to the hourly, And let's look at price action. Okay, move our stop loss over and let's check it out. As you can see, price is going a little bit fast. Let's bring it up a little bit. Let's take it over to the 3 hour or the 4 hour. There we go. As you can see, price never ever put us in drawdown. It's coming back, giving us a nice little retest, and there we go, right there to our target. This here is about 84 pips, and as you can see, we pretty much just use top-down analysis. We use the history that's already presented to us to kind of see how price is respecting these different levels. Break it down from the weekly, the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and possibly 5 or 1 minute to catch your entries. Remember, whenever you have a bullish engulfing, more times than not, you're probably going to get a retest within 50% of the engulfing candle. Hone in on smaller time frames to get a better entry. Take your entry and ride it up to the next price. Okay. Hey, you guys, I hope this was informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for watching.
Yeah.